What's going on, everybody? Doc here, Average Gamer Guys, back yet again. MTG Arena action. Let's see if we can win our second collector booster box of Aetherdrift. Okay, Thopter Fabricator, Seed of Arma, Thrill Roller. This one's pretty interesting, actually. Verge, War Fortune Endboss. Pretty interesting. Black-red might be a really nice combo here, based on these, if we have some supporting cast. Thopter Fabricator, Seed of Pharma. These can be pretty good, too. Let's take a look here. Okay, let's take a look at white. Right off the rip here, not too excited about it. No removal. Some decent creatures, but relatively thin. Blue, double bounce off and scrounging Skyray, pretty good. Double engineer, solid. Interference, solid. Keen. Like, blue is just good. Blue right here is just good. Couple of interactive spells. Bowl Drifter for some card draw. Thopter Fabricator to help us with some card draw. And we can get some payoff if we can do any of the cycling things. So blue's definitely a consideration. We have Foul Rolls, Engine Rat, Sideswipe. You know, black is pretty good. Necro Regent, Pilot, Quag Feast, Surveyor, Risky Shortcut. We have a lot of what I would look for. We could go. Ooh. If we, wow, auxiliary. Is this just gonna be, and oh man, I think this is just gonna be straight black red. I mean, mech cycle. These are pretty good considering the fact that you can tap this to put a 1/1 counter on it and make it a vehicle. This exhaust ability is fantastic. Green. We have some of the good cards here in green. Double Run Over. Jaguar is good. Ketrodon solid. Pothole Mole, but just really shallow. We have Broadside Barrage, so I could look at doing a small blue splash, maybe. We have Thrill Seeker and Far Fortune Endboss. That might be the way I want to go here. Is just a small blue splash if we can support it. We do have the Night Market. Yeah, I think that's going to be the build. All right, let's put something together here, and we'll chat about it when we're done. Okay, I think this is going to be the way that we go here. 14 creatures, 10 non, 17 land. Feels like a pretty decent curve here. We're a little lighter on the vehicles. I think we didn't have a ton of good synergies. Spire Mech Cycle, I realize, is an untapped mount or vehicle, so I feel comfortable playing one of these to be able to crew it for 2. Feels pretty good. I'm almost honestly considering maybe dropping the Duretti, because I don't have a ton of synergies for that. Maybe playing another Mech Cycle, but I do think Duretti can, in certain situations, be pretty decent for us. If we had one of the Gilded Godas that could make some treasure tokens to sacrifice, I do think that would be better. But in a pinch, this might be able to get back, an impactful vehicle for us. Although I don't really know how. Maybe I don't play the Duretti. Crewing this for 2 doesn't seem too terrible. And Duretti, I just don't think lines up particularly well in the deck here. Maybe a second Mech Cycle makes sense here. I just don't have any mounts, so other vehicles. But the ability to do that one time and then get this to be, essentially a 6/5 for 5 mana with haste is pretty good. So even if there's something like Thopter Fabricator down and we play this and we can't maybe crew or don't care about crewing this, then that becomes a pretty big threat. So I think that's a good change. Other than that, I mean, we have a really solid top end with Gonti, Far Fortune, Necro Regent, Gravestalker, Auxiliary. We're going to be able to start our engines here pretty quick to try to get Necro Regent online. and then a good suite of removal. Sideswipe, Quag, Spin Out, Double Barrage, and a Crash and Burn. That can help with Thopter Fabricator. We got a couple options, plus Risky Shortcut, and a couple of the Surveyors that we can also grab a second card from to try to get some additional value off of this. So, small blue splash. Hopefully that doesn't hurt us too bad. And I think gives us one of the better removal spells in the format and lets us also kind of loot a little bit, which could be helpful. And other than that, curve up, punch some damage in. Let's get some games. Okay, this is all right. Missing out on the barrage, that's okay. But we're going to be able to Thrill Seeker, Surveyor. Got the Necro Regent, so we definitely want to try to get our speed up here quickly. It's going to go to 2. That's a pretty sick start. It also attacks really well into Greenbelt Guardian. We find a blue source. We have Broadside Barrage open to us. Got some options here. Or we just Surveyor. Ooh, Mountain. Cloud Spire Captain. This helps us to get our speed up again, so without having to attack, which is pretty nice. That then brings a Spin Out online for us for the Cloud Spire. This is 3/1/1 counters. Yeah, that's pretty good. We just essentially need to try to get in damage. So if we can get in damage and then get Necro Region online, and even just get 1/2/2 out of it, be in really good shape here. So I can spin out the Cloud Spire. Ah, dang it. I'm okay with a couple of trades here. Make Gravestalker a little bit cheaper. I still want to try to find a way to get our speed up. Now, if they... Yeah, honestly, there's actually a decent... There's a decent play here where if they play a mana and then just Greenbelt, we can spin out and kind of blank their turn. No blocks. If they have a run through or some kind of push target. I think I have to try this. Sure. This is hexproof and indestructible. That's not ideal. Cycling a Detention Chariot. We'll make that a 5/5 now, which is not ideal for me. Yeah, I'm just gonna let this happen. Hmm. I think this is the play. Yeah, I'm in a tough spot here. Because now I have the broadside barrage. Man, that one, this defend the rider against that spin out was pretty brutal for me. Because, I mean, they get free attacks here. I sacked the Grim Javelineer here. I guess force the pump. And they can only give one of them trample. I'd expect that they give that trample. Yeah, I'm pretty well behind in this one. I guess I could have double blocked. I'm not going to be able to. This deals 2 damage. Kill the Volter. Gets my speed up. Dang. I needed a crash and burn there, I think. Or another removal spell for the Unswerving Sloth. Ooh, okay. We can get our 3 colors here, and we have a pretty nice curve. Wreckage into Mutant's not bad to get our speed up. Blue, please. I have noticed for whatever reason that I don't know what it is about this morning or today or this event, but the speed of play is a little slow. Like, that was their play. Why did it take so long to figure out what mana we're gonna take a look at? Do I need the land? I don't think so, but I will take the broadside barrage for sure. Let's start some engines. See if they want to block here. I'm good with this. Engine rat, sure. I don't particularly want to broadside barrage, but I do think this is the right play. I'm actually okay if this dies. Speed on its way up. That becomes a card draw spell for me here. Sure. Gonna be getting your flyer back. So this is going to be really good for me. I'm going to be able to Far Fortune, deal a damage, go up to 4, deal 2 more damage. That seems pretty good. Wow. Speed on the way up. Bing. Yeah, that's a pretty good curve, I would say. If they just play the Serpent... Graveyard to the battlefields. Let's cruise for 1. Sure. Still attacking. You have to block this or you're taking 8 damage. Or I'm sorry. 5 damage. 5 damage. Oh no. Death Touch and Haste. Seems like the play. If they don't play a flying creature or somebody to stop Wreckage Wickerfolk. No, dude. No. They have to do this. Sure. Broadside Barrage does not kill this Ketradon, which is so unfortunate. But we keep attacking because we can, if we force the block. Sure. They're gonna, this Ketradon's gonna stabilize them, which is really sad. Sure. We'll end the turn here. See what other tricks they got up their sleeve. Just got to get them down to 2. We were there. Oh, that Ketradon, such a stabilizer. Found Quag Feast, though, so that was good. Yeah, sure. And they get some 1/1s. Gosh, that's so frustrating. They have all the cards to stabilize. I can attack with the 2/2. And I don't want a broadside barrage. No. Let's do this. Pilot could be good because it can get Spire Mech Cycle up. Let's play that. I think I have to just put threats on the board here. Okay. Well, that's a good way, again, for them to stabilize. Let's cruise for 1. It didn't crew? Get a couple points of damage in here. Gastro Thrill Roller being able to get 2 attacks in is going to be pretty good. And regardless, we get a couple of points. Yep. That gets off the battlefield. Roller can come back. Hazard of the Dunes. Broadside Barrage. I'm not letting this stick on the battlefield or get bigger. Yep. Just gonna keep punching in the air. Broken Wings. Yep. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, I think attacking with this... It's going to kill the cruiser. But then that makes Spire Mech Cycle a little bit harder to take care of. That's pretty good. And they get the cycle. That was solid. Man, they've had just a really good suite of answers here. And I haven't found... I really needed this other red mana. 2, 4, 5. I mean, I think crew this for 2. Then punch. You're gonna have to throw a lot in the way here to kill this. Have to kill Engine Rat. This is a real grindy game. Woo! That was a close one, I feel like. We just had to keep fighting to get over the finish line. Now this we could have queued up. They have to take care of this, right? So waiting to do this until their turn, end step. If they would have had a removal spell, we would have been able to ping them. I still don't think we're in great shape, but we would have been able to Prowcatcher Specialist and haste this at the same time. If we would have, depending on the next draw, Specialist, and then also had a removal spell for one of the 3 creatures, assuming they didn't play anything else this turn, that would have been a way we would have been able to get the damage in as well. Man, what a good deck they had. Really, really good answers. I mean, every time, Ketradon, Haunt the Network, so good at stabilizing. Some good timely removal spells as well. Being able to recur the Demonic Junker was really, really nice. Between the engine and a few of the other things that they did, and this card is absolutely great. Good deck, but we were able to finish it out. Okay, this isn't great for us. I really should. I'm gonna trust the deck. Maybe I shouldn't. This is a pretty good hand. Woohoo! Say this is a pretty decent hand if we find a black source, and we did. We're gonna be able to Thrill Seeker here. Let's get the engines running, baby. Oh, let's go. Now, this is the nice part. Now I don't even need to attack. Oh my god, double broadside barrage. Wow. We can just hang back. Uh-oh. There are 3 colors. They find the planes they did. Very nice. I need another black source here, or Gonti's gonna get a little interesting. A 1/4 flyer. I'm really not too concerned about this. I do want 5 mana. Because being able to get Spire Mech Cycle up and running here. Scry 2. Make some pilot tokens. There's a Necro Regent's pretty good too. How do they deal with the Spire Mech Cycle though is the question. They have to double block. Am I just broadside barraging Cloudspire here? Yeah. Crew this bad boy up. Gotta punch in here. Oh, God. What do I discard here? I'm thinking the barrage. Being able to Dracusaur here will be really big. I'm keeping the swamp just because I want something to be able to discard with Broadside Barrage. That felt like a pretty back-breaking turn. I'd say that was pretty good. This is a dicey keep. I'm going to try it. Engine rat. Look at that. Look at that. Oops. Well, that's a little awkward. Ow. That plays around a spectral interference, I guess. And I needed to draw those cards, apparently. Well, because now I can engine rat Deathless Pilot, I guess. That's pretty good. Get their speed up here. Oh, now I can Wreckage Wickerfolk. I'm going to definitely take a Swamp. And Engine Rat. Now Gonti can get online here. They don't have a blocker in the air. I don't really mind if their speed goes up. And I try to throw the Engine Rat in front of the Mutant Surveyor. For sure. Maximum Overdrive. Cycling. Nice. Yeah, it's actually good for me, though, because I'm going to be able to Gonti. Hopefully. Their own and another Engine Rat. Engine Rats for days. Oh, Perilous Snare. That's gross. Yeah, I mean, you can attack me. That's going to be the thing. Yep. No blocks. Pump it up. We racing here? What are we doing? Sacrifice that. Sideswipe. That's on the unfortunate end. I think we just Gravestalker here. No. Man. Well, this has to be the play, I think. I think I'm in trouble here. Interesting. They're just going to let this trade happen. I'm good with this. Sure. Now I could spin out. And Hellish Sideswipe here. I would take 3/4 damage. They have their own Gonti. Wow. Well, GG's, I suppose. Good game. Nothing I can do here. They can kill the Deathless Pilot. Oh, that stinks. I mean, we didn't find a red source is crazy to me. But I knew that going in. Oh, that's the game. When did they get a treasure token? Like I have to block here. That's all I can do. Sure. It's the only way to survive. Good game. You know, not a great showing here. A couple of wins. I really did think, I thought this deck had some pretty good synergies, and you know, getting stuck on 3 speed a couple of those games was pretty impactful. You know, the blue splash, maybe I could have reconsidered that, maybe at least not Thopter Fabricator. We didn't see it in any of the games that we played, so I don't know if that has a huge impact. Broadside Barrage was great for us, and I think we needed in this deck to have enough interaction to kind of push some damage through. But I guess I could have swapped Broadside Barrage for something like Pedal to the Metal and Fuel the Flames also as options. Yeah, I don't know. I thought the deck actually was going to be all right, and the times where it came together, it was really, really good. When we had the mana to support, obviously we don't have, you know, great fixing. I think again, one of the Godas here would have been really, really good for us. Honestly, any mounts that could have helped the Spire mech cycles, but you know, Night Market and a couple blue sources, when we found them, you know, we were in good shape for that. We did get stuck on mana quite a bit though, and so I guess that's a consideration to not find a way to do the blue splash, and have just maybe cleaned the deck up a little bit. But that does get rid of probably the 2 best removal spells that we had in the deck. Obviously, Spin Out is great. Quag Feast is fantastic, but I think we needed those options. So that's what we got. I'm gonna wrap this one up. We're gonna go back into it yet again and continue that hunt for that second collector booster box. Hope you enjoyed. Flash some socials, like, comment, subscribe. We have tons of MTG Arena content. We also do pack openings every Wednesdays, play boosters, collector boosters, swapping back and forth between Aetherdrift and Innistrad Remastered over the next couple of weeks, so be sure to tune in for those. And yeah, stay tuned to the channel. Hit that subscribe button for me. Trying to get to 1,000 subs. Would appreciate the support. We'll catch you in the next video. Peace.